cast out the Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Became the Intercontinental Champion, had fucking matches that were, as he always does, steals the fucking show. Like the
And then that fell on its face.
like, dude, seriously, go back and watch the TLC pay-per-view and tell me Dolph Ziggler didn't have the best fucking match. I dare you.
That's really the biggest disappointment of the WWE is that it's always the guys who end up stealing the show who get absolutely no credit whatsoever.
And here's the thing too. It's I'm going back to what Vince McMahon said in Steve Austin's podcast. He's like, well, you gotta reach for that brass ring, and I'm sitting here going like, well, fucking Dolph has been reaching for it, and you guys are fucking like going, no, we don't want to push you yet. You're not ready. Roman Reigns, he's perfect. Even though
what about him is so perfect though?
I don't know, dude. His mic skills are very weak. His in-ring skills, could they be better? Yeah.
Isn't he somehow related to The Rock?
The Rock is his uncle.
That's what I thought. So that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make Dwayne happy.
Dude, The Rock was actually fucking pissed at the Rumble.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. Fucking Daniel Bryan came in at number, 10 or 11 in the Royal Rumble this year. And he lasted, 10 minutes before he was just thrown out. There was no screw job interference or anything like that. He got thrown out by Bray Wyatt.
Gay.
Exactly. And The Rock was like, you guys have been pushing for this guy. Yes, you got the whole crowd doing the fucking yes chant. He's coming back from the huge injury. Why is he not at least in the final four at least?
Seriously. It seems like anytime someone's getting big in the WWE, they just want to squash him. Like CM Punk. Look at all those pipe bomb interviews, and yeah, they were staged or whatever, or at least partially staged, but the crowd is with him.
Yeah.
As soon as he shuts up, they're not shouting Hunter, Hunter, they're shouting CM Punk. That's who they give a shit about, but then do they push him? No, they try to bury him.
Yeah, the Night of Champions, he was fucking red hot when he was going into that match against Triple H, and then fucking Triple H beats him and fucking squashes it.
Right.
And it's come on, man,
They just don't know what to do with their storylines and with their talent. They're just flying by the seat of their pants and just whatever sticks,
Yeah, and it's when they pull a move like that, it's you want to shake them and just be like, you guys not like money or something?
Seriously.
This cat.
It's got to be working because they're making money. Apparently, I mean, shit.
Well, yeah, they're obviously making money and whatnot, but
which does beg the question how, because you got to figure they do a pay-per-view every month.
Right.
They used to ask, what, $50-$60 each for the pay-per-views?
Depends. $50 on average.
WrestleMania is obviously more.
Yeah, WrestleMania, if you wanted WrestleMania in HD, that was $70.
Okay, so let's just call it, I don't know, $70, $60 a pay-per-view over 12 months. That's well over $600-$700 a year. On the other hand, I can order the WWE Network now for $10 a month, $100 a year, basically, $1,200 a year. Or, $1,200 a year. $1,200 a year, and get all of those pay-per-views, every Raw, every SmackDown, everything from the past,
dude,
all these special features. How are they making money?
Dude, it would actually be $120.
Is it 100? Oh yeah, you're right. It's 120. I can't do math. I'm sitting here 120, 120,000, 100. Fuck, you do it.
Didn't want to interrupt you. I was just waiting. Okay, he's gonna stop soon. He's gonna stop.
But you get my point. That's a huge hit. How are they still able to afford paying their talent or anything?
Well, for one thing, they have merchandise sales, which, John Cena has been fucking raking in fucking cash with merchandise sales. If you're a top babyface, you're raking in extra money with merchandise sales.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, WWE just announced that, hey, we've got over 1 million subscribers. So you take that, let's say we'll just round it up to 1 million. And let's say everybody does stay on for, the entire 12 months. They pay the $10 a month, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's an extra $120 million a year.
Yeah, but it's also, what is it? $700 a year times who knows how many millions or thousands that you're losing.
Not really, because really they have their own production stuff. So, and it's not like that. The only thing they really have to hire are the local hands to help set up the stages and whatnot. Which, you can pay those guys. You pay those guys whatever their contract says, and then like you don't go over a certain time because then you have to pay him overtime.
You
know.
It just seems like it mathematically wouldn't work out. Not that I should be speaking in mathematical terms here, but
yeah, your track record's kind of spotty at this point.
If you don't believe us, just rewind for the 120,000. Fuck, I can't do it.
That's $120 million a month. How are they not making money?
Anyway. You're like, sir, I can smell the fire from here. Stop thinking.
Yes, please.
And here I am like, ow, ow, ow. My brain.
You have a brain fart, your head just explodes. But anyways, like getting back to the Rumble, like, and like I read like all the backstage reports, like WWE wanted to push Roman Reigns to have Reigns versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. It was like, oh, the match of the big guys. Like Vince is very, very historically, he's got like this history of just pushing like the big like bodybuilder type of guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I understood why they didn't want to have Daniel Bryan win the Rumble, because they were like, you know, it would be going back to the well and just doing that again. And like I kind of understood that, but I'm like, you know, how did he not last longer in the fucking Rumble? Dolph Ziggler
could have at least done better.
Dude, Dolph Ziggler, the guy I was fucking rooting for, gets the number 30 spot, and I'm just like, and he's probably fucking boned, but who knows? Hopefully this will be a big push for him. Comes out immediately, like eliminates like 2 people. I'm just like, all right, dudes, I'm fucking fire. He barely lasted 5 minutes.
Oh man,
barely lasted 5 minutes. He went up to the top rope, jumped off, got the KO punch from the Big Show. Fucking collapsed on the mat. Him and Kane just, Big Show and Kane just like kind of tossed him gingerly over the top rope. I'm like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
Oh my god.
I'm just like, that is horse shit.
Now that you're knocked out, we'll just pick up your limp body and throw you over the top rope.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? And like, the fans in Philadelphia are fucking chanting like, this is bullshit. And And I was reading another report, actually. The fans were actually, like, lined up by the exit, like, after the event, like, preventing some of the wrestlers from leaving.
Oh, shit.
They were furious.
That's awesome.
And, like, there were some notes taken on, like, some of the people that were driving by, like, I think Ryback was kind of laughing about it. He's like, oh, this is great. He kind of reaches his hand out, kind of slaps, hands with the fans and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, that guy kind of took it well. They were saying, Dolph Ziggler, like, just kind of, like, kept straight, like, just driving straight ahead. Everybody kind of parted for him, and they were all chanting, you got screwed! You got screwed! You got screwed! I'm like, they're right!
Oh, man. Oh, the WWE.
I know, man. It's
just bereft of ideas.
This apparently was their plan for the past, like, I don't know how long, at least, like, the past year or so. Like, they were going to push Roman Reigns. He's going to be the guy who takes down Brock Lesnar and rabble. I'm just like, you guys know he's not that good, right? Like, I understand.
Talk about putting all your eggs in one basket.
I know, but I'm just like, fucking... Let me calm down here.
He died somehow.
This is partially my nerd rage coming out here. But you have a guy like Dolph Ziggler, who has been on the past couple pay-per-views, who has been fucking dynamite in delivering the match of the night. Go back to TLC, go back to Survivor Series. Like, this is the guy who is stealing the fucking show. Like, look, I'll admit, like, John Cena had a damn good match with that championship match. Mm-hmm. Although it was more like, hey, it was a really good match, and John Cena was in it. Because pretty much all it consisted of was, Brock Lesnar was suplexing people, which, I'm pretty sure Taz is now pissed off. It's like every 2 minutes, there's Brock Lesnar with a suplex. I'm just like, good fucking God, come on, man.
I saw that thing you posted on your Facebook with him, like, coming soon, Brock Lesnar.
He's got
German suplexing everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, there was that the SummerSlam match between Lesnar and Cena, which was a squash match. But I mean, dude, 16 German suplexes, like,
Jeez.
come on, guy, what are you doing?
Maybe eventually they will learn that Brock Lesnar's moveset is not that expansive.
Right.
Hopefully they'll learn anyway.
Kind of like Roman Reigns. Kind
of like Roman Reigns. Yeah, seriously, they're putting like apparently two of the guys with the least amount of talent in the ring together. Like, that's your main event?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Like, here's the thing too. Like, Dolph Ziggler, went on Twitter and like, he was pissed off about the Royal Rumble as well. Not because he didn't win it, but he was like, he tweeted like to Daniel Bryan. He's like, kind of sucks, man. I was pulling for you. What say you and me at WrestleMania? Like, we'll steal a show at something to the effect of like, we'll steal the show at WrestleMania, and I'm angrier. And fucking Daniel Bryan tweets back, I'm in. I'm like, oh, dude, how good of a fucking match would that be, man?
Daniel Bryan and who?
Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler.
That would be pretty awesome.
Dude, that would be fucking badass. Like that.
But it probably won't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like a tag team kind of thing where like you don't really get to see the match that you want to see.
Yeah, like their plan for Daniel Bryan is to have him go up against like Sheamus or something like that for WrestleMania.
They need to get some new talent in there.
The thing is, they have talent. They're just not willing to push some of the right guys.
I suppose. But I mean, then again, for the past like few years, you keep hearing about the same people. John Cena, The Big Show. Even Dolph Ziggler's been around a while. Like, he may have talent, but goddamn. I mean, I know they don't push him, but how long do you have to be in that company before, like, you make a name for yourself?
Well, here's the thing. He had a huge push. Like, when he was kind of like starting out with the Dolph Ziggler character, like eventually he became World Heavyweight Champion when they had like the two main titles, the WWE title and the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
He cashed in Money in the Bank, won the World Heavyweight Championship, got a concussion, and then lost the belt like a month later. And then he just was hanging around like the mid-card since then. And it sucked because at one point, like me and my brother Ben, we went to a SmackDown taping at Mohegan Sun, and one of the matches was Ziggler versus Alberto Del Rio. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good match. And I look at Ben, I'm like, $20 as Del Rio wins. And he's like, why do you say that? I'm like, because Dolph Ziggler doesn't fucking win.
Yeah, if he's in a match, like, that's it.
Like, forget it, that's it.
And that sucks, from a fan's perspective. Like, I mean, that it's rigged or whatever, but to know the outcome of the match just by virtue of the fact that this guy, like, isn't really well liked in the company, or, I don't know, something isn't letting him get a push, like...
Yeah. It's almost like with Zack Ryder.
Yeah, right. Woo, 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 woo.
Which he came back at the Rumble as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
I don't really like him so much, but I do like the woo, 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 woo. I just think it's weird and kind of funny.
I thought it was so fucking shitty. Like, here's this guy. He's over with the fans, which is what WWE wants you to do. Like, I remember somebody was telling a story. It was Jake Roberts. Like, when he first came to the WWE, he was having like these great fucking matches and whatnot. But nobody was really giving a shit because whatever. So Vince was talking to him. He's like, God damn it! I didn't bring you in here to have good matches. He's like, then why the hell did you bring me in here? And Vince is like, I brought you in here to get over with them. So apparently, you get over with the fans, then you can have a good match. Guy's been over with the fans. Like, he's, he was kind of like their social media, like, guru in a sense. Had his own YouTube show, had, pretty much, if it had something to do with social media, he was the guy. And now it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna put you in a rivalry with Kane, and John Cena is gonna be in it, and you're gonna end up in a wheelchair, and Kane's essentially gonna squash you, and John Cena's gonna come out and avenge you, and then nobody's ever gonna see you again. It's like, God damn it.
Enjoy the mid-lower card.
Yeah, just don't even enjoy that. Like, just enjoy not being on Raw or SmackDown. Just enjoy being on house shows.
Seriously.
Enjoy being the opening match at a house show. Against
You've been relegated